Archangel Michael says, a family member is about to make a medical decision based on a false diagnosis. The corrected lab report is here. Open and call them in 5 minutes. The phone is going to ring. It might be silent right now, sitting on the table or resting in your pocket, but the energy is building up inside the wires. Do not look away. Do not scroll past this video. You stopped here because you felt it. That pull in your chest. That heavy feeling you have been carrying for 3 days. You think it is just stress. You think it is just worry because you care so much. But it is not worry. It is a signal. It is a divine alarm bell ringing in your spirit. Archangel Michael is standing right beside you, his wings are wide and shielding you, and he is pointing his sword at a piece of paper. Listen to me very closely. A family member, someone you love deeply, someone whose name is echoing in your mind right now, is about to make a mistake. Not a small mistake. Not a wrong turn on the road. They are about to make a medical decision based on a lie. They are sitting in a room that smells like antiseptic and cold air. There is a person in a white coat talking to them. This person looks smart. They sound sure. They are holding a clipboard or looking at a screen. They are using big words that sound scary. They are saying, "This is what we found. This is what we must do." And your loved one is nodding. They are scared. They trust the white coat. They are reaching for a pen to sign a paper, or they are mentally agreeing to a treatment, a surgery, or a medication that they do not need. Stop them. The diagnosis is false. It is not a lie told on purpose, but it is a mistake born of darkness and confusion. The enemy has clouded the eyes of the one reading the results. They missed a number. They swapped a sample. They misread a shadow on the image. Whatever the error is, it is huge. And if your loved one makes this choice today, it will set them on a path of pain they were never meant to walk. It will take years to undo what happens in the next few hours. But God has sent me to you. Why you? Because you are the watchman. You are the one in the family who sees things others do not. When everyone else is laughing and having a good time, you are the one checking the locks on the doors. You are the one watching the mood in the room change. You have always felt like the outsider, haven't you? Even at family dinners, you feel like you are watching a movie of your life rather than living it. That distance you feel? That is not loneliness. That is your position on the wall. You are the guard. And right now, the enemy is trying to sneak past the gate while the rest of your family is asleep. I see you. I see the nights you stay up late, staring at the ceiling, wondering if you are doing enough. I see the way you research things for hours, looking for answers that doctors can't give. You have been feeling a strange anxiety since Tuesday. A fluttering in your stomach. A headache that sits right behind your eyes. You thought you were getting sick. You are not sick. You are sensing the poison that is threatening your bloodline. That headache is the pressure of the warning trying to get through to you. Archangel Michael says, the corrected report is here. It exists. It is not a fantasy. In the physical realm, there is a second set of eyes looking at that data right now. Maybe it is a junior nurse who noticed something odd. Maybe it is a computer glitch that just corrected itself. Maybe the paper is sitting at the bottom of a stack, covered by a folder, waiting to be seen. The truth is in the room, but it is hidden. The truth says, clear. The truth says, benign. The truth says, wrong patient. The truth says, healed. But the enemy wants them to accept the sickness. The enemy wants them to claim the disease as theirs. Do not let them say, my diagnosis. It is not theirs. It is a return to sender. You have 5 minutes. Not literally 5 minutes on the clock, but 5 minutes in the spirit. The window is closing. The decision is hardening like concrete. If you do not break the agreement now, the concrete will set, and breaking it later will require a sledgehammer. Right now, you can break it with a whisper. This is what is happening in the invisible world. Imagine a dark cloud hovering over that hospital or clinic. It is feeding on fear. It is feeding on the fear in your loved one's voice. It wants them to feel small and helpless. But unsuspecting to that dark cloud, a blue fire is burning. That is Michael. He is waiting for your permission to strike. He cannot intervene without the prayer of the watchman. That is you. Think about the last time you saw this family member. Did they look tired? Did their eyes look gray? You felt a pang of sadness then. That was your spirit knowing this moment was coming. You brushed it off. You said, I'm just being emotional. You were not being emotional. You were being prophetic. You were seeing the shadow before it landed. Now, I need you to understand the power of the corrected report. This is not just about medical labs. This is about a verdict over your life. How many times have people told you that you are not good enough? That you are too loud, or too quiet, or too sensitive? That was a false diagnosis too. How many times did a teacher or a boss label you as average? False diagnosis. How many times did you look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am broken? False diagnosis. God is breaking the spirit of misdiagnosis over your entire bloodline today. It starts with this medical scare, but it ends with you realizing who you really are. The enemy knows that if this family member gets trapped in this medical system, it will drain your family's resources. It will drain your money. It will drain your time. It will steal your peace. It is a distraction sent to keep you from your purpose. If you are spending the next 2 years sitting in hospital waiting rooms, you cannot build the business God gave you a dream for. You cannot write the book. You cannot help the people you are meant to help. This sickness is a thief. It is coming to steal your future by stealing your focus. Do not let it. Listen to the sound of my voice. The vibration of these words is shaking the atmosphere around that doctor's office. I want you to picture the lab report. Visualize a piece of paper with red ink on it. Now, see Archangel Michael taking a stamp with golden ink. He is stamping over the red ink. The stamp says, void. He is stamping it again. Void. He is stamping it a third time. Void. Now, see him handing a new paper. It is clean. It is white. It has blue ink. It says, victory. You must act. Passivity is your enemy right now. You might be thinking, but I can't just call them and say an angel told me. Yes, you can. But you don't have to use those words if you are scared. You just need to stall them. You need to buy time. The truth needs time to surface. Call them. Text them. Say this, I have a bad feeling. Please ask them to check one more time. Just one more time. For me. Please wait 24 hours before you sign that. That is all you have to do. Just put a pause in the air. That pause is the space Michael needs to move the papers. That pause is the space where the nurse will pick up the file and say, wait a minute. This doesn't look right. That pause is the miracle. If you are watching this, and your heart is beating fast, it is because this is for you. You know exactly who I am talking about. It might be your mother. It might be your father. It could be a sibling or even your child. The face is in your mind. Do not doubt it. That face is there because God put it there. The timeline is tight. This is not for next week. This is for today. The energies are swirling right now. By sunset tonight, a decision will be made. If you do nothing, the wrong path is chosen. If you act, the path corrects. I am going to tell you something that will make you shiver. Yesterday, you saw a number sequence. Maybe it was 1111, or 444, or 222. You saw it on a clock, or a license plate, or a receipt. You paused for a second. You thought, that's weird. That was the countdown starting. That was the angels synchronizing their watches with yours. They were telling you, get ready. The assignment is coming. This video is the assignment. The doubt is creeping in now, isn't it? The little voice in the back of your head is saying, this is just a random video. This isn't real. You're being crazy. That voice is the enemy. That voice is the same one that told you not to apply for that job you wanted. That voice is the same one that told you that you were ugly when you were a teenager. That voice is a liar. It is trying to silence the watchman so the thief can enter the house. Tell that voice to shut up. You have authority here. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a child of the Most High. You have the blood of kings and queens in your spiritual veins. When you speak, the molecules in the air change. When you pray, the earth shakes. Do you understand how powerful you are? You have forgotten. The world has beaten you down and made you think you are small. You are not small. You are a giant sleeping in a small room. Wake up. Stand up. The corrected lab report is real. It is sitting on a desk. It is in a computer server. It is waiting to be printed. The only thing blocking it is the fog of confusion. Your prayer is the wind that blows the fog away. I want you to do something strange. I want you to look at your phone screen. Put your hand over it. Feel the warmth of the device. Connect with the energy of this message. I am transmitting a frequency of clarity to you. Receive it. Now, imagine that energy flowing out of your hand, through the phone, through the cell towers, and finding the phone of your loved one. Imagine their phone buzzing. Imagine them looking at it and feeling a sudden wave of caution. Imagine them looking at the doctor and saying, I want a second opinion. I want to wait. That is you doing that. That is your spirit touching theirs. Do not underestimate the power of a check in the spirit. You know that feeling when you leave the house and feel like you forgot something? You go back, and the stove was left on. You saved your house from burning down because you listened to that little nudge. This is the same thing. But instead of a stove, it is a life. The doctors mean well. They are human. They are tired. They are overworked. They are looking at charts, not souls. You are looking at the soul. You know the truth. There is a specific detail I must share with you. There is a name involved. I am seeing a name that starts with a J, or an M, or sounds like N. It might be the doctor, the nurse, or the loved one. Or maybe it is the name of the street the clinic is on. If that rings a bell, drop everything. This is a direct confirmation. But even if those letters don't match, the message is still yours. The feeling is the proof. The goosebumps on your arms are the proof. God is saying, I have heard your cry. You have been crying out for this person for a long time. You have been asking God to protect them. You have been bargaining. God, if you keep them safe, I will do better. I will be better. God doesn't want your bargains. He wants your trust. He wants you to stand up and use the authority He gave you. The corrected report changes everything. It changes the treatment plan. It changes the prognosis. It turns a death sentence into a life sentence. It turns terminal into manageable or gone. The enemy hates this video. He tried to stop you from seeing it. He tried to make your internet slow. He tried to make you scroll past. He tried to distract you with a notification from another app. But you are still here. You are still listening. That means you are winning. That means the light is stronger than the dark. Do not let fear paralyze you. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. The evidence on that doctor's clipboard is false. It appears real, but it is not. The spiritual reality is health. The spiritual reality is wholeness. You are the gatekeeper. In ancient times, the gatekeeper was the most important person in the city. If the gatekeeper fell asleep, the enemy got in. If the gatekeeper was alert, the city was safe. You are the gatekeeper of your family. God woke you up for this. Are you ready to turn the tide? Are you ready to command the atmosphere? The timeline is this: in the next few hours, a conversation is going to happen. During that conversation, a piece of information will be presented as a fact. It is not a fact. It is a variable. You can change the variable. Say this out loud right now. Whisper it if you have to. I reject the false report. I call forth the truth. I cover my family with the shield of Michael. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Not the weapon of sickness. Not the weapon of error. Not the weapon of fear. Feel that? That shift in the air? That is the angels moving. They were waiting for your command. You just gave it to them. Now watch them work. But there is more. This is not just about a medical report. This is about a pattern in your family. A pattern of accepting bad news. A pattern of rolling over and taking it. Your grandmother did it. Your mother did it. They just accepted the hard life. They accepted the pain. They thought it was their lot in life. It is not your lot. It is not your portion. You are the cycle breaker. You are the one who stands on the track and puts up a hand and says, "The train stops here." This medical scare is just a symptom of a generational curse of giving up. The enemy wants your family to give up. He wants you to just accept the diagnosis and fade away. But you have a fire in your belly that your ancestors didn't have. Or maybe they had it, but they were forced to hide it. You do not have to hide it. You can let it burn. Burn the paper with your spiritual fire. See it turning to ash. See the false words disappearing. Archangel Michael is drawing his sword. The blade is glowing blue. He is cutting the ties between your loved one and the spirit of infirmity. Cut. 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 He is severing the connection. The doctor is going to look at the screen again. He is going to squint. He is going to wipe his glasses. He is going to say, "That's odd. I could have sworn." That is the moment of victory. That moment of confusion for the doctor is the moment of clarity for God. Hold the line. Do not waver. Even if they call you crazy. Even if they say, "The doctor knows best." You say, "My gut tells me to wait." Trust your gut. Your gut is God's GPS. I want you to think about the next 24 hours. Imagine them going perfectly. Imagine the phone call where they say, "You won't believe it. They made a mistake." "I'm fine." Imagine the relief washing over you like cool water. Imagine the tears of joy. Hold that image. Lock it in. Do not let the image of the funeral or the hospital bed enter your mind. If it tries to come in, push it out. Replace it with the image of victory. Your mind is the battleground. If you lose the battle in your mind, you lose it in the world. If you win it in your mind, the world has to follow. The angels are scrambling now. They are running through the hospital corridors. They are whispering in the ears of the technicians. Check it again. Look closer. Run the test one more time. You have activated the heavenly host. This is why you have felt so tired lately. Spiritual warfare is exhausting. You thought you were just physically drained, but you have been fighting battles in your sleep. You wake up tired because your spirit has been wrestling all night. But victory gives you energy. When this report turns around, you are going to feel a surge of power like you haven't felt in 10 years. You are going to feel young again. You are going to feel light. The weight is lifting. But listen. There is something darker at play here. Something I hesitated to tell you, but the Spirit is compelling me to speak. This misdiagnosis wasn't just an accident. It wasn't just a computer glitch. Wait. Pause this video if you have to. What I was about to say is incomplete. There is something else. A more urgent truth that I am being shown right now, just for those of you who have made it to this exact moment. Look at your hands right now. Just look at them. The lines on your palms. They tell a story of struggle, yes, but they were also shaped to receive a blessing that was stolen from you. You are about to take it back. I've spoken of the false diagnosis. But the Spirit is showing me the cause. The doctors are looking at the body, but they are missing the source. The sickness is not coming from inside the body. It is coming from the environment. There is a toxicity in their home. I see a specific object. An old gift. Something given to them by a person who smiled to their face but held jealousy in their heart. It might be a piece of furniture, a painting, an old blanket, or even a piece of jewelry. This object is a beacon. It is radiating a spiritual heaviness that is making them sick. The doctors are calling it a disease, but it is actually a reaction to a spiritual poison. The corrected report will show that the levels of toxicity are high, but the cause is external, not internal. If they treat the body but leave the object in the house, the sickness will return. The one who gave this gift believes they have succeeded. They think their jealousy has taken root. They will soon learn that the watchman has eyes. You have until sunrise tomorrow to identify this object and remove it. This changes everything. It's not just about stopping a surgery, it's about cleansing the sanctuary. The urgency is double now. Not only must you stop the medical procedure, but you must also find the source. Type, "The source is mine," to activate this divine claim with the universe. Do not type it for me. Type it to seal the command in the digital record. When you type it, you are telling the enemy, "I know what you hid. I see it." This secret knowledge is your weapon. The doctors can't see the spiritual history of a gift. But you can. Think. Who gave a gift that never felt quite right? Who visited and left something behind right before the symptoms started? Trust your memory. It is being unlocked right now. The grand restoration is coming, but it requires this clean sweep. Just this Friday, a woman from Ohio, let's call her Sarah, who felt her own father was fading away, followed this exact instruction. She stopped the doctors from operating on his heart. Then, she went to his house. She found an old clock given by an estranged uncle. She felt a cold chill coming from it. She removed it from the house. Within 6 hours, her father's heart rate normalized. The doctors called it a spontaneous recovery. Sarah knew it was a spiritual eviction. Yesterday evening, the hospital discharged him. He is home. He is eating. He is laughing. Do you understand? It is your turn now. The corrected lab report is just the first step. The healing of the home is the final step. When you share this video, you are not just sharing a video. You are casting a net. You are finding the other watchman. There are others in your circle who need to know this. They are facing their own false reports. When you hit share, you are handing them a sword. You are saving a life you don't even know is in danger. God is using you as a vessel. The loop of this blessing is infinite. As you give, you receive. As you protect, you are protected. Type Amen.